You won't believe there was an electronics store so famous for screaming commercials that every New Yorker can still imitate them 40 years later. Follow for retail that was pure NYC energy. Because Crazy Eddie was where you bought stereos and TVs and VCRs in the 70s and 80s. And if you grew up watching New York TV, you remember those insane commercials with the guy screaming, "His prices are insane," making Crazy Eddie as much a part of NYC culture as the Yankees or pizza. Tell me if you can still hear those commercials, because Crazy Eddie was advertising genius mixed with actual retail. Crazy Eddie started in 1971, founded by Eddie Antar in Brooklyn, one store selling car stereos and home electronics. And the business exploded across the metro area, opening locations in Brooklyn and Queens and Long Island and Manhattan and New Jersey. But what made Crazy Eddie legendary wasn't just the stores, it was the commercials. Radio and TV ads with a manic spokesperson screaming about prices and deals and making it sound like not shopping at Crazy Eddie meant you were getting ripped off everywhere else. The catchphrase, "His prices are insane," became part of New York vocabulary, people imitating the commercials at school and work, and the advertising was so aggressive and memorable that Crazy Eddie became the default place people thought of when they needed electronics. The stores were packed especially around Christmas, families buying stereos and boom boxes and later VCRs and camcorders, and the salespeople were aggressive, matching the commercial energy, pushing extended warranties and upgrades, and making every purchase feel urgent. The prices were competitive, Crazy Eddie really did undercut a lot of competitors, and the volume business model meant selling tons of merchandise at lower margins, which worked when people were buying. The product selection was massive. Entire walls of stereos and speakers and turntables and later computers and video game systems. And walking into Crazy Eddie meant being overwhelmed by options and salespeople trying to steer you toward what they wanted to sell. The stores had that electronics retail energy, demo units playing, TVs all tuned to the same channel showing the same thing, and the fluorescent lights and merchandise displays that made everything feel urgent and commercial. Then in the late 80s, Crazy Eddie collapsed. Fraud scandal involving the Antar family cooking the books and stealing from the company, and the stores closed in 1989, leaving a generation of New Yorkers without their go-to electronics spot. The scandal was massive. Eddie Antar fled the country, got caught, went to prison, and what?